like a Hellcat.
Before we get started, I have a favor. If you enjoy my content and want to see me continue to improve in both quality and size, please check out my Patreon linked in the description. Any amount helps and it is greatly appreciated. There are so many rewards for each level of donation, so go check it out. Now back to the video. Hey guys, this is Untitled Avenger, and the 1.16.2 update has brought a total of a couple of pretty cool changes. So in today's video, we're going to kind of go over a bunch of them. So first of all, there was a few changes, a few new accessibility options added. First of all, there's a chat delay, so you can choose whether or not to delay your chat. There's also distortion effects, like whenever you're under the effects of nausea. When it's at 0, it's a green, like almost halo effect on the borders of your screen instead of the shakiness, and it can just slowly merge between the two. Next, the Bastion Remnants, they had some tweaks to their loot, but also, in addition to the loot, the chests in the Bastion Remnants are now more likely to be placed on top of Gilded Blackstone. Because there was a method where people were mining the Blackstone underneath the chest, putting a hopper to check what's in it without actually disturbing the piglins, so they put the Gilded Blackstone underneath it because the A-class is golden, and if you mine it, the piglins will attack you. After that, some other block changes. Brewing stands are not able to be made with Blackstone, which is pretty cool. Up next, these are definitely meant to be different, but the two new fungus types, Crimson and Warp Fungus, can now be placed on Mycelium. That's pretty cool. Up next, lanterns, both soul and normal, can be waterlogged, which is really cool. And then after that, the last block change is the chains, which can now be placed in any direction, which is really freaking awesome. Up next, in the creative inventory, tools have been sorted by the material instead of by the arm. Tools have been sorted by the material instead of by the tool type. Overall, a decent change. Doesn't really do much, but yeah. Totem of Undying also has some changes it will now give you, and I might be able to show it off here. We'll now give you a brief fire aspect, if my inventory would go away. Brief fire resistance that lasts about 40 seconds after you take a fall and die with it, which is, yeah, pretty cool. On to the next change, we get to mobs that have been infected. Now, Endermen can no longer place blocks on top of bedrock. This is to prevent mobs from being able to spawn on top of the nether. Since the build height, that was a mistake on my part. Since the build height is actually still greater than the actual height where stuff is built in the nether itself. On top of the nether, mobs can still spawn, however they cannot spawn on bedrock. But if an enderman does somehow reach up here, he is able to spawn up here and place them. Now, of course, see mushrooms here, but like if I were to place a block up here, mobs would be able to begin spawning on it, so they remove enderman's ability to place blocks on top of bedrock. Next change is that Zoglins can be leashed. If I can get down here real quick, I have a Zoglin leashed up right here. Show off. So yes, Zoglins can now be leashed, which is really cool. Up next for mobs is that when zombified piglins spawn riding on top of Strider, they get the warped fungus on a stick, which is pretty cool. And I'm not sure if it's the save face from the last update, or it's because the last update, 1.16, was celebrating the anniversary of Herobrine, 10-year anniversary, I believe, of Herobrine. But in this snapshot, or in this update, 1.16.2, it does in fact say Herobrine removed. So I'm a little confused and a little bit disappointed because I thought it meant that Herobrine was actually like a secret mob in Minecraft. But oh well. Next to the piglins, they added the piglin brutes. Piglin brutes now become piglins now become angry with players who open or destroy chests and minecarts. and they tweaked bartering Luke. So the Piglin Brute, stronger version of the Piglin that live in bastions to protect the treasure there. Unlike their cowardly, greedier counterparts, Piglin Brutes cannot be distracted by gold and aren't afraid of anything. Piglin Brutes attack on sight no matter how well dressed you are in Piglin. Brutes wield axes and don't need armor because they are just tough like that. There have been some minor changes to like respawn positions with the respawn anchor and bed if stuff is obscured. If sides are obscured, it won't prioritize diagonal directions. It will instead prioritize side by side or up and down directions. And then after that, it will begin to prioritize diagonal directions. Next to that, villagers now emit a green particle whenever joining a village, setting a home bed, or acquiring a new job, site/profession. And they will now, I can show this off right now, they will lose their job once they cross dimensions. So if I get a villager and I get a smithing table, place villager right here, smithing table right here, and go check him over here, he should not have a job. But he does. It's still a bug. For some reason, it still works. I'm not really 100% sure why. But yes, outside of that, besides a couple of technical command block things, stuff with custom biomes now, there's not much in this update. It was a pretty big update for a supplementary update to a major update that the Nether update was. Like I said, it's small. It didn't include as much, but it did include quite a bit. The Piglin Brutes, quite an interesting addition. Don't know why they didn't make it into the actual 1.16 update as it is. But, oh well, who knows. But, as always, thank you all for watching. What do you guys think about the fact that Herobrine has now been removed again, but wasn't removed in 1.16? Does that mean that he might be roaming around somewhere in 1.16? Should I do a mini-series trying to hunt him down? Feel free to tell me your opinion in the comment section down below. As always, thank you all for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe for more content. Follow my socials, keep it channel, come to Discord, join the comment section, and Patreon if you feel like supporting me. This is Matt, the Emerald Avenger. Have a nice day. Stay safe. Peace out.